Karen, the self-proclaimed queen of our HOA, had a new obsession. My dog, Max, is a gentle golden retriever. He's 10 years old, moves at the pace of a turtle, and spends most of his day sleeping under the oak tree in our yard. To anyone with common sense, Max is the very definition of harmless. But not to Karen. "Your dog is a menace," she shrieked one morning, storming across my lawn without invitation. "He barks, he digs, and he frightens the neighborhood children." I glanced at Max, who was lying on his side, belly up, wagging his tail lazily at a passing butterfly. "He doesn't bark, he doesn't dig, and the neighborhood kids pet him every day." Karen's face flushed red. "Don't lie to me. I'll have the HOA fine you until you're forced to give him up." I shrugged. "Do what you need to." Sure enough, the next HOA meeting was filled with Karen's drama. She slapped down a folder stuffed with complaints about Max. Half the board looked uncomfortable, clearly coerced, but Karen insisted Max was a dangerous animal that needed to be removed. "I propose immediate action," Karen declared. "Either the dog goes, or we escalate this legally." The board mumbled, most of them unwilling to fight her. But I leaned forward, calm and collected. "Karen," I said, "Max has lived here longer than you've been HOA president. He's licensed, vaccinated, and quiet. If you think you can take him, go ahead and try." Her eyes narrowed. "Don't test me." 2 weeks later, she tried. I came home from work to find Karen in my yard with 2 animal control officers. Max, confused but tail wagging, was sitting in their truck as they filled out paperwork. "What's going on here?" I demanded. Karen smirked. "Your dangerous animal is being removed. You can thank me later when the neighborhood is safe." One officer cleared his throat. "Sir, the HOA president filed a complaint. We have to act." I stepped closer, my voice hardening. "Do you even know who you're dealing with?" The officers hesitated. Karen scoffed. "Oh, please, you think your little threats will scare anyone." That's when I pulled out my ID badge. Not just any badge, the badge. I wasn't just a homeowner. I was the district attorney. The officers froze. Their pens stopped moving. "Gentlemen," I said evenly, "this is an abusive process. You are seizing private property based on fabricated claims. That's unlawful. I suggest you release my dog before I open an investigation into how this complaint was handled." Karen's jaw dropped. You can't." "Yes, I can," I interrupted. "And if you continue interfering with my dog, I'll personally ensure you face criminal charges for harassment and filing false reports." The animal control officers didn't need more convincing. They released Max immediately, who bounded over and leaned against my leg as if nothing had happened. "Sorry, sir," one of them muttered before hurrying off. Karen, on the other hand, was shaking with rage. "This isn't over. You can't just—" "Oh, it's over," I said sharply. "In fact, from this moment forward, you will never mention my dog again. Do you understand? If you do, I'll file a restraining order, and when the HOA board asks why their president can't step foot near my property, I'll happily provide them the evidence." Her lips quivered, but she said nothing. For the first time, she looked afraid. The next HOA meeting, Karen didn't bring up Max. Not once. In fact, she didn't even look at me. And Max? He kept on napping under the oak tree, blissfully unaware that his very existence had nearly caused an HOA war. But if there's one thing Karen learned that day, it was this. Sometimes the dangerous animal isn't the golden retriever in the yard. It's the homeowner with the authority to shut her down for good.